Hello. Allie Thompson here with Creative Success Secrets. And today I want to talk about the fastest way to grow your Facebook business. I was invited to a call today to be a part of a call. It's a business coach and mentor of mine that I'm part of his mastermind group. And he asked me to come on to one of his calls and just give hints and tips to people that were on the call about what works online and what's working, especially now during the lockdown. And so I gave him a lot of my hints and tips, and here's what my members are experiencing with online sales, and this is what I've experienced. And he said, a lot of people on here have Facebook pages or Facebook groups, and they want to know, what is the number one way to grow your Facebook page? How do you grow your Facebook page the fastest? Now, I love that question because it's a question that a lot of people have, but they don't necessarily ask it that way. They usually just say, how do I get more followers? How do I get more likes? And there are a lot of strategies out there for getting more followers and likes. And we have an entire unit on growing your Facebook page likes on in my Posse program. There's a whole module on how to increase your page likes. But what a lot of people don't realize, they're looking for those quick tips and those quick tools. And that's kind of what he was asking too. Just tell me the one thing I should be doing. Just what's the one thing I should be doing to grow my Facebook page likes? And it's not that simple. And even the module that I have in Posse, the module that's preceding that module is really what's going to help you grow your likes, right? Beyond the tips and tricks of, inviting people to like your page and posting links and having it in your email signature and all of that stuff. Beyond that, the most important thing that you need to have in place if you want to build your page likes quickly, I'm going to give you the secret today. I'm going to tell you exactly what I told people on his call today, because I thought it was a fantastic question. And I gave the most straightforward answer that I knew how, and I want to share it with you here. The fastest way to grow likes or to grow group membership on Facebook, and this is true whether or not you're a handmade entrepreneur or you're a coach, or, I mainly coach handmade entrepreneurs, artists, crafters, handmade sellers. The fastest way for you to grow is to be relevant to your audience. And that seems like, Allie, you're supposed to just tell us that there's a trick. We click these 3 buttons and boom, it grows. The truth is if your targeting is wrong, if the name of your Facebook page or the name of your Facebook group is not relevant to the people you are trying to attract, then you can do every trick in the book and you're not going to grow your Facebook page likes. It's just not going to happen. Or you'll grow them, but they'll be the wrong people. So how do you actually be relevant in front of, new people or the people that you want to attract in? So I actually created a page recently called Machine Embroidery Obsession. Now, if you like machine embroidery, if you have an embroidery machine and you really, really like it, then when you see an ad for a page that says Machine Embroidery Obsession, then you'll say, I'm obsessed about machine embroidery. I love that. I think that's fantastic. Yes, I like that page. Now, imagine I had given it a different name. Let's say I really like machine embroidery, and I really like the applique technique and all of that. And I love doing patches, and I love making, mixing all these colors. And so I'm going to be really, really clever. And I'm going to name my page Patches of Rainbows. Patches of Rainbows. And I run a Facebook ad saying Patches of Rainbows. And I invite people to come like Patches of Rainbows. And I do all the techniques that I teach in Posse. It will not do nearly as well as Machine Embroidery Obsession. And you know it. You know by hearing the 2 different names that one is going to attract exactly the audience that I'm looking for, and the other, the audience is going to be completely clueless as to what your page is about. And online, on the internet, if people are confused, they're gone. And one of the biggest mistakes I see, especially creative people do, you're artsy, you've got talent, and you're creative, and you have all of these amazing talents. And you're like, okay, I'm going to start this business and I'm going to come up with a really clever name. I'm going to come up with something that's just so clever, that, you know, I just, and it meaningful. It's going to mean something to me. I mean, people name their businesses like they're naming their child. And I think honestly, some people put more thought into the name of their business than they do the name of their child. And they get very emotionally attached. And so when they start a Facebook page, they plaster the name of the business across the Facebook page, and then sit back and wonder, why on earth is it so hard for me to attract people to my business? And the reason is because the name of your Facebook page is not relevant to that person. Patches of rainbows, even if I love machine embroidery, if I have an embroidery machine and I'm obsessed with it, patches of rainbows does not communicate that. It does not communicate that. And so even though that page may be the exact right match for me, I won't know it and I'll move along my way. You could have the best targeted ad. You could have the best targeted boost. You could be in all the right groups. You could be inviting all of the right people. You can be visible to all the right audiences and still struggle with growing your page because it is not the name of the page. When they look at the page, they don't know that it's relevant. And you may say, yeah, but it might pique their curiosity and they'll come in. It might, but 99.9% of the time, they're just going to breeze on by. How many of us have time to investigate every single page that pops up in front of us in our newsfeed in one way or another? Not a lot. Not a lot. So whether you're growing a Facebook page or a Facebook group, you need to make sure that the name of that page or group is relevant to the person, that they can look at that name and say, that's me. That's me. I have a Facebook page called I Love My House Rabbit, and it was easy to grow it to 25,000 likes because I simply put an ad out there, and I used ads on that particular. You don't have to use ads, so I don't want you to think like, oh no, I have to learn ads. This was just a technique that I used for that particular page. Because it said I love my house rabbit, I was able to target house rabbit owners and grow it to 25,000 people. I was able to grow an audience very, very quickly because they were like, yes, that's me. I love my house rabbit. Now, if somebody likes that page, I love my house rabbit, do you think maybe they're my ideal customer if I'm selling rabbit toys? Yes, because they have the animal that will enjoy the toys that we're producing. We know that they're the right match for our market. So there are no quick tricks. There are no, like, ooh, do this and you'll get 10,000. I take that back. There are ways to get 10,000 people to your page really, really quickly without doing this. But generally, those people are not your customers. There's a lot of really bad information floating around on YouTube. I just watched 3 or 4 videos about this the other day. How to get 10,000 fans in 72 hours. And you go and everybody's from India, Pakistan. They're from everywhere else in the world except where you're trying to sell. In fact, they tell you, do not target the United States. Ads are too expensive there. So target all of these other countries and you'll get 10,000 followers. And that's one of the worst things you can do to your page. One of the worst things you can do for your business. Better to grow slow and grow right than to grow fast and than to grow fast and completely ruin your Facebook page. Those, I can't, we actually have a member in our group that did something like that. And she got to 4,000 or 5,000 Facebook fans. She's one of the highest numbers of fans that we have in the group right now. But it doesn't count. None of it counts because they're all from India. And while if she had a product to market to people from India, that would be a great thing. She doesn't. She has a product that she's marketing to people in the United States. And therefore, there's not a proper matchup. There's no quick fix here. There's no quick way to lots of followers. Not if you want to do it right. So do it right. Get the right page name. If you need help with this is what one of our modules is completely focused on just getting your focus clear, really understanding what your product is and who you're targeting it towards can help you make that decision on what to actually change your Facebook page name to, or your brand new page, what you should name it. If you're brand new starting out, I highly recommend that you join Posse so you can get it right from the get-go. But if you've been around for a little while and you've been struggling with your Facebook marketing, you definitely want to get in on Posse, because we're going to show you how to do it the right way, to build the right way, to where you actually get sales. You can't take your page likes to the bank and pay your mortgage. You have to actually be able to convert those likes over into sales. So we show you how to do that through all of our Posse training. And right now you get 30 days of Posse for only $7. So for $7, you get to come in as a full-on member. There's nothing restricted from you. You have access to all the training. You have access to our focus training. And right now, like, full disclosure, there's a lot there for the focus training, but it's there because this is a big subject. And this is probably some of the hardest decisions that you're going to have to make in your business. But the hard stuff comes at the beginning. The hard stuff comes at the beginning. Once you get that, once you nail that side of it, the rest of it gets easier and easier and easier and easier. So you get full access to our focus training. And you also get access to the modules of how to grow your Facebook page likes the right way. You want to do this the right way. So just check out the link. It's either above or below, depending on where you're watching this. Take your 30-day trial for only $7. You get to decide whether or not you want to stay in Posse beyond that 30 days. But check it out. You've got nothing to lose to just come in, watch the training, apply it to your business, and see what changes it makes for you. All right, guys, I hope to see you in Posse, and I'll talk to you later.